Alright guys, doing another stretching video today. Gonna go from a 0 gauge to a double zero, which is approximately like a 1.5 millimeter increase, which isn't as bad as 0. And I remember 0 really hurts, so I'm a little scared, but whatever. I actually tried a new method a couple days ago of stretching your ear using tape. People with large gauges are usually use that way to stretch because they don't have tapers anymore. And I decided to give it a try. This is my silicone plug with a bit of tape on it. I really found it uncomfortable personally, and it dried out my ear a lot with the tape. And I made sure to use Teflon tape because I did my research. Like, you shouldn't be using electrical tape or anything like that. So, but I personally didn't really like it. It dried out my ear, was uncomfortable, so I'm sticking to tapering. I just heated my ear with a bit of hot water and salt just to loosen up the skin, put some vitamin E oil on that, lubed up the taper, and I guess here we're ready to go. Hopefully it's not too bad. I did tape it a bit though, so it's probably not so bad. Oh, okay, there we go, done. That actually felt like nothing. I would assume that that's because of the tape I put on. Because the tape, I taped it a lot. Like, I taped it like probably 20 times around, so I assumed that it was taped up to a double zero. And I did that over the span of like 2 days or so. I don't know if that's fast or anything, but that's just what I did. This felt like absolutely nothing. I tried to dead stretch actually after putting the tape on just with my double zero plug, but that didn't seem to work out, so the taper just I guess finished the last little bit of room that was left in my ear. So, I don't know. I'm not sure about taping. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm stopping for ear stretching, although it's pretty addicting. But tapering, I guess you have your own way of stretching your ear, right? Me personally, I like tapers. It's all good. I've been at a 0 gauge for probably a bit more than 2 months now, like 2.5 months, because I remember going to a 0 gauge hurt a lot. So I wanted to make sure my ear was healed up, and I got a little cat butthole effect in my ear, so I wanted to make sure, it was good to go to double zero. But this, pretty much painless actually. So I don't know, what I would maybe suggest is, if you're planning on stretching again, to tape a couple of days beforehand, because it actually doesn't really hurt too bad to put it in. I just found it uncomfortable because it was drying out my ear and everything. But use plumber's tape, PTFE tape, also known as Teflon tape. It's probably the safest to use in your ear, because if you're using electrical tape and stuff like that, that's usually causes a lot of infection and so forth, and you don't want to do that, especially with the newly stretched ear. So I don't know, I guess I would suggest that. That'd be pretty sweet to do. And I guess that's pretty much it.